Was there no warning? He just came in and you were in drag?
No warning, no warning. And I was like, oh, have you also heard about Drag Race? Do you want to sit and watch it with me?
Hello, DJ, drag superstar, all-round icon and humble human being, Jodie Harsh here. Welcome to Drag Race UK's Tea Time, presented by Attitude Magazine, a weekly show where I'll be spilling the freshly brewed tea with the latest eliminated queen from Series 2. Today, I'm joined by Cherry Valentine. Hi, Cherry Valentine.
Hello, Jodie Harsh.
How are you doing? Can you give us an insight into how it feels to be eliminated second?
Do you know what? I'm all right. At the time, I was absolutely devastated because it's not something that I thought was going to happen. I really didn't.
Yeah. You said you felt robbed afterwards.
Do you know what? I cringe so much when I see that people say that they've been robbed, but that's how I felt at the time.
Yeah.
I've got so much to show. But looking back now, I'm like, it's something that I needed to go through and feel like I'm a better person for it. I know it's cheesy, but I do.
Did you feel like you were overlooked in the workroom by the other queens? Because after landing in the bottom, you commented that some of your fellow queens were asking Tace and Lawrence how they were and not you. Do you feel like you were sort of left out of it?
Do you know? Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I did. But I have since spoken to the queens about that. But that's how I felt at the time, and I've always gone through my life feeling that way.
Yeah.
And I think the show and the pandemic and everything that happened last year has really opened my mind, and I shouldn't feel like that.
Totally.
In my own head, I really did get.
And I mean, Sheridan Smith seemed to take a shine to you. So F the other queens, and she really stood up for you in the judging. So how did that feel watching it back? Because she's a national treasure.
Oh, I absolutely adore Sheridan Smith. I remember watching two pints lager and a packet of crisps. Yeah. I loved her in it. I thought she was fabulous. But I think we really connected because we were both pregnant at the time. So it was them hormones. Do you know what I mean? It was in the air.
Have you had your baby now?
Yeah, it's gone now.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, congratulations. If you could redo those 2 episodes, what would you change about your performance?
I would probably have fought a lot more for the role that I actually wanted. Maybe physically fight Tia for it. I don't know, but I probably would have fought a lot more for the role. And to be honest, watching the performance back of Rats, I wasn't actually that bad in the performance. I don't think I did that bad. I think a lot of people did worse than me.
You were amazing, and Rats was the best musical I've ever seen.
I loved it. It was
bring it to the West End.
So stupid, so camp, but it was nice. But yeah, I don't think I did that bad. I think a lot of other queens did worse. But
are you naming names?
No, I'm not.
No, that's the way to do it. What sides of Cherry do you wish that you had the opportunity to show off more?
I wish that I got to show off who I am a lot more, because the runways that I did, I loved the runways. I stick by them and I stick by the messages of them and what they were about, but that's not my drag specifically. My drag out there. Yeah. But I didn't really get to show much of that.
I know, I wish we could have seen more, but there's time for that. You also shared an insight into your relationship with your family. Are any of them tuning in? And do you think the show will have a positive or negative effect with your relationship?
I don't know if anyone's even watched it yet, to be honest. I've not really spoken to them about it.
Okay.
So I don't really know if they've seen it, but I hope that they watch it, and I hope that they're proud of it, and I hope that they see.
I'm sure lots of people as well can relate to a sort of disconnected family relationship. I certainly can myself as well. So I found that very relatable, what you were going through there and what you were sharing an insight to.
Yeah, and I don't think it's just about being in the gypsy community either. As you said, so many people feel that way.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, so we also saw you open up about the difficulty of growing up gay within the traveller community. So how did your family and their friends react to you growing up different? I'm assuming you were, a camp child?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, right.
No, not at all. I sort of lived two different lives. So I would go to school, go to college, and be this like, like a bit more who I was, like camping out there and talk about boys. At home, I would be like, yeah, I love cars. I've just got a new girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? It was like literally two different lives.
Does it feel like that was almost your drag, like your sort of artificial?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. And I think that's part of the reason why I love drag so much, because then it's even further being yourself, isn't it? So
yeah. And you're a qualified mental health nurse, and you continued working through the pandemic. How have these last 10 months been for you dealing with that in the NHS? And did that sort of give you a new perspective on your world?
Oh, absolutely. It literally changed how I thought about so much. And I think it did for a lot of people as well. Stopping filming Drag Race after everything that happened, it being so emotional, and opening up finally to then going straight into a lockdown, I was like, I can't stay in the house, I'm going to go mad.
Right.
So I took up nursing again, and then I worked through the pandemic, and it was insane. Like, it was.
Are you still doing any of that now?
Yeah, I've literally just got another job.
Amazing. I saw a picture of you on your Instagram in your scrubs.
Yeah, I've just got another job doing like vaccination centres.
Amazing. Yeah, yes, queen of vaccinations. I love.
Yeah, just if it can speed it up a little bit more, do you know what I mean? Like some form of normality, bring it back, please.
Absolutely. As a mental health nurse, what's your advice for people struggling in lockdown?
To just reach out to people, to really reach out to people, because you can get in your own head. After I came back from Drag Race, I threw myself into nursing and didn't talk to anyone, and it was probably some of the toughest months of my life, I'm not going to lie. But then I started thinking, I don't need to do this. Like, we're in lockdown, we should be sociable. But now I've started to see a shift. I feel like even though we're not sociable in person, people are a lot more sociable now online.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you said when you started drag, your boyfriend came home one day and you were in a dress. On the US version, I think there was a queen that said that her boyfriend struggled to accept the fact that she did drag. So you have a partner still, don't you?
Yeah, I do, still.
Still?
After all this.
and has he been supportive?
Yeah, I mean, we've been together now like 8 years, so he knows me inside and out, but literally inside and out. But he he's really accepting. But when he first came home and saw me like in makeup, in like drag, in like a dress and stuff, he was like, what is this? Because he didn't even know what drag was. He's one of them straight gays. Do you know what I mean? Love
those.
Yeah, love them. Yeah. But that's, yeah, he was really shocked at it, but he's really accepting now and he loves it. Like,
was there no warning? He just came in and you were in drag?
No warning. And I was like, oh, have you also heard about Drag Race? Do you want to sit and watch it with me? And he was like, okay.
And did you imagine that you would end up going on the show when you started doing drag?
Do you know, I honestly, without sounding big-headed, I was like, I really feel like I should be doing this.
Yeah.
So I just did it. I did it for a few years behind the scenes and did it.
So just walking into that room is a massive achievement.
Well, yeah, just even literally just having the phone call when they rang and said, congratulations, I was like, you are joking.
Yeah.
It was mad.
So let's talk about your iconic workroom entrance, where you immediately managed to knock your crown off. Now, I think you might be the first queen to enter the workroom twice in the same episode, right?
That they've shown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that they've shown, yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like, I didn't think they'd keep that in. I said to someone behind the scenes, I was like, you're not going to put that in, are you? And they were like, no, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Well, we love, as a viewer, we love anything like that. When Gottmik's shoe fell off on the US version, I was like...
I know. And everyone keeps messaging me like, don't worry about it, it makes you more relatable. And I'm like...
100%. Which of the girls have you kept in touch with since leaving the show?
I speak to them all.
Yeah.
I honestly speak to them all in like, we've got like group chats and stuff and we chat and stuff like that. But I do get really close. You do get really close to specific people, don't you? I mean, I spoke to Ace quite a lot.
Yeah, is there a WhatsApp group chat just with the queens, just with all the queens?
Yeah, can you imagine?
Oh, I want to be a spy. I want to see that chat.
Yeah, it's I've got really close to like sister, tennis. I'm quite close with a horror.
Yeah.
To be honest, I love them all. I know it sounds stupid, but I do love them all.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of sister, can we start a campaign to stop sister from dry shaving? Because that left me feeling very uncomfortable.
Oh, really sore, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ow.
Not even water or anything, just literally razor to skin. Oh.
Yeah, that's not going to be good. Now, with any TV show, putting yourself in the public eye, a level of criticism will always come. So what response have you had from fans, and have you felt any negativity?
The response has been absolutely incredible. Like, they always tell you that it's going to be mad, it's going to be crazy, but you don't actually expect it to be as big as it is. There's people from all over the world like messaging me about the stories and struggles and all this stuff.
Amazing.
It is really amazing. And
does it feel overwhelming?
It can feel overwhelming, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just have time away from my phone sometimes. I'm not one of them people on my phone 24/7.
Some self-care.
Yeah.
Because you must look at your Instagram DMs and it's like, brrr, like really.
Yeah, I need to be
2 weeks.
So I always like set some time. I'll have like 2 hours and I'll go through all my DMs. But usually I'll just post them and leave it for a bit, have a little scroll. But I won't sit on for hours.
Keep up to date. Reply.
Yeah, the response has been insane. I feel
good.
There has been the odd negative one, but I don't really. It goes over my head. I don't care.
Yeah, perfect. What do you have to say about any of the girls that are being trolled? Because I think some of them are experiencing trolling. What would you have to say to the trolls that do that?
Oh, piss off.
Yeah. That's your professional advice.
Yeah, if you're gonna have opinions of someone, maybe just like look at your own life first.
Yeah.
Are you putting so much energy into other people? Focus on your own energy first.
Yeah. Who did you bond most with on the show?
RuPaul.
No, yeah, of course. The girls in the workroom.
We have to say that, don't we? No, I bonded most with probably like sister. I really did also sister and Ginny behind the scenes. Me and Ginny really got on well.
Yeah. Is there anyone you didn't quite see eye to eye with?
There's no one that I would say I hate, because I don't hate anyone. But I didn't really, at first I didn't really see eye to eye with Tia.
Right, okay.
We've got completely different drag styles. And then it was that whole thing about her not giving me the part that I wanted. So I was just like, okay, I see you playing the game.
Yes. Do you think if you'd got the part you wanted, you may have stayed in longer?
I would have won the challenge.
Right. Got it. Would you have won the show?
Honestly, I really truly believe that I would have done a good job at it. And I don't think I did a bad job at the role that I was given.
We adapt, right? That's what we do, we adapt.
That's what we do.
Yeah. And finally, I really want to know, who was your snatch game going to be?
Well, I had 2 choices, and I was going to decide on how I felt on the day. It was either Nikki Graham in Big Brother House.
Okay.
Gillian
Amazing, actually.
Or Gillian McKeith when she was in the jungle.
Amazing. They're both amazing snatch games. Oh no! We were robbed of those snatch games.
No, I had some crazy things planned. It would have been fabulous.
I'm sure we're going to see them all though.
Potentially.
Thanks so much for coming on today and having a chat. And best of luck for the future. You're amazing.
As are you. Speak soon.
Mwah.
Thanks for watching Drag Race UK Tea Time, served to you by Attitude Magazine. Tune in next week for another cup of scalding hot content with Muggins here, as I'm joined by the latest queen to be given the job.